G'day guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Danny Bird and I'm a PGA professional based here in Southeast Queensland, Australia. Today we're in my studio and we're going to be talking about what you can do to stop rushing in your golf swing. Now it's quite funny because a lot of the things that we can do to avoid rushing the golf swing don't actually have a great deal to do with the golf swing. And if you're interested to know what they are, let's get started. So as I just stated, a lot of the feeling of rushing in the golf swing doesn't actually stem from the golf swing itself. There's a lot of things that are happening in the build up to actually making the golf swing that we can improve on. Now, let's start with the most basic one of all. You've hit your golf shot and we're making our way to the next shot. So let's say we're in the middle of the fairway, we've hit a great tee shot in the middle of the fairway. We have a shot that's going to be hit over water for the next, okay? We've got a mid-iron in hand. I tend to see players almost nervously rush or accelerate really quickly to get to that golf ball. Now, if they're in a cart, you can almost guarantee they're going to drive as fast as they can, pull up next to it. They're not going to have enough time to kind of process everything that's going on. But in doing so, they've kind of already got that, the heart rate elevated. They're in a fast-paced motion and movement. If they're walking, it's much of the same. You see the players have got their push buggy and they're pushing as fast as they can. And they're kind of marching as quickly as they can to get to the golf ball. Why, for the most part? Well, because players want to get there, they want to hit the shot, they want to kind of get it over and done with. That kind of anxiousness, will lead to fast tempo, fast pace. And what we need to be able to do, slow it all down. First part to slowing down your golf swing is actually to slow down the build up to it. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do when you're out on the golf course is to, after you've hit your shot, take a few seconds, put the clubs away. If you're waiting for your playing partners to hit their tee shots or whatever, please hang around, wait for them. And then when it comes time to head off the tee block, if you're a walker, allow the other players to walk first. Let them get ahead of you and just take a few paces back behind them, slow stroll. And what I'd like you to do is just have a look around. I know that seems a little bit silly, a little bit crazy, but just have a look around. Look over the tree line, look up at the clouds, look down the hole into the distance. Start looking at things that are of use to you. So where's the flag located if you're able to see it on the walk down the hole? If you're not, have a look at the fairway. If that's where your golf ball lay, well, is the ball going to be above your feet, below your feet? Is it going to be flat? Do you have an approximation for how far you might actually have to the green? Looking at those things, what we're trying to avoid doing is getting into the mindset of rushing to the golf ball to hit the shot as quickly as we can to get the shot over and done with in the hope that we won't hit a bad golf shot. Then when we do get to the golf ball, again, we're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to just take our time. So what I'd like you to do for me, look at where the flag's located, get your distance, whether that be through a measuring device or if you're old school or yards, whatever it happens to be. Get the distance for the shot that you require. Have a look at the ground that you're stood upon. Again, how's the golf ball sitting? Is it sitting good? Where's the danger as we look up at the green? Where would be a great spot to hit the golf ball? Yes, next to the flag is always going to be the answer, but let's say we can't get to a direct shot next to the flag. We know that there's water in front of this particular green that we've spoken about. So, okay, the danger is short. Is there space for me to hit long? Take a couple extra seconds to have a look at where would be a good spot to miss if we weren't to hit a perfect golf shot. Have a quick kind of double check that you're happy with, things like you've picked the wind correctly, you know what direction that's moving from, and then you're happy with the club selection. All of this should take, just about a minute or so, just under a minute. And hopefully you're not the first person hitting your golf ball because, well, that means you have a little bit less time. If you are the second or third person, you have a little bit more time. So your other playing partners are doing, though, hitting their shots, you have that time to be going through those little motions. Whilst doing that, what I'd also like you to do is just take some deep breaths. So we're looking at where the flag is. Slow, long, deliberate deep breaths. It's going to slow down the heart rate. It's going to also help reduce a little bit of the anxiety, and it's going to help you start to slow things down. That's important. Now we want to be making sure that we are having a nice, smooth practice swing. And the best way to achieve this is to really have a clear image in our mind of a player's golf swing. Now, the swing that I like to use, and I'm about to put up here for you guys, is a video image of Seve Ballesteros hitting wedges at the Wentworth Golf Club. And guys, I absolutely love the tempo which he has in this swing. So you can watch him stand as he's hitting these wedges, and it's just a smooth, time and time again. He hits shot after shot after shot, and if you watch the whole video, works his way through the entire bag. Guys, I absolutely love watching that video. I love watching his tempo, the timing, it matches so well. He's unrushed. I would like you guys to find your version of the golf swing that you like. Now, it could be Tiger 2000, it could be Ernie Els, Retief Hoosen, Freddie Couples, David Duval. There are a ton of guys who had just amazing rhythm and timing in their golf swing and just had beautiful tempos. Find one of those. And what we're going to do is then stand behind, and we're going to have that clear image in our mind. And we're just going to be trying to replicate and match that tempo when we make our own practice swings. Because that practice swing that you're doing is sending the message from your brain to the rest of your body. This is how we're going to move. This is the speed in which we're going to move. And as you'll notice, it is an unrushed movement. And then the final part that we're going to have is the actual swing itself. Now, we can probably combine in our practice swings, and I like to do this when I'm doing my practice swings, is I kind of count. So I would set myself up, and I want my nice Seve Ballesteros tempo. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I use that count so that when I get over the golf ball, what I'd like you guys to do is figure out your tempo counts, and we're going to take that into the golf shot here. So then I stand up, and I've got my club here, and I set myself up, and we just go through that count there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a nice, unrushed, smooth tempo, well struck iron shot. Guys, it's really, as I said, it's really simple to slow tempo down or to stop rushing that golf swing. And very little of that was to do with the actual swing itself. There was no mechanical information that we had to go through, no technical changes we have to make there. A lot of what causes rushing in your golf swing is actually occurring before you even get to pull the club away. As always, guys, I appreciate taking time to watch today's video, and I do hope that the videos on the channel are helping you get better at your game and your scores are getting lower. As always, don't forget to like the video if you found the information useful. Please feel free to leave a comment. Be more than happy if you have a question about today's video or even previous videos, or even just a general golf question. I'm more than happy to answer that if I can. Don't forget, if you've got a friend that needs some help, please share the video with them. And don't forget to subscribe, and ensure when you do subscribe that you hit that little bell, because then you'll be notified when the videos get released. And at the moment, we're dropping 2 videos every single week. Until next time, guys, happy golfing.